SJ?
Former Nationals leader Barnaby Joyce has finally ended months of speculation, confirming he will join One Nation. Let's bring in his former colleague, National Senator M.Canavan, live from Sydney. Matt, good morning to you. You've been very vocal, of course, about wanting Barnaby to stay in the Nats. How are you feeling now the move to One Nation is official?
Well, good morning, Sylvia. Look, I'm just determined now. I mean, there's no doubt Barnaby leaving us is a loss. I wanted him to stay, as you say, but when you have a loss from your team, it's just incumbent on everyone else to step up. So it's next man up, next woman up in our team, and so I'm just determined to fill that gap because there's so much wrong with our country. Even just walking here from the car park in this beautiful city of Sydney, there's people sleeping rough. Our country's on the wrong track. We've got to have change. We're prioritising way too much what's happening overseas. The government's billing us $100,000 to fly over to the United Nations to win applause there, and not focused on the people that are sleeping rough here, the small businesses that are closing down, the factories that are closing down. The only thing the government seems to be committed to keeping open is our borders, and people are just coming in like left, right and centre, and there's no housing for people.
Matt,
so that's what I'm determined to fix, and we've got a couple of years the next election to put our case to do that.
It sounds like you're putting on a brave face this morning, because only a couple of weeks ago you told Carl you were hoping to woo him back to the Nats over Christmas. Are you annoyed at him for stringing you along?
Look, I mean, I wish Barnaby stayed. I think yesterday seemed like a bit of a dummy spit. I mean, Pauline and Barnaby announced it at the Tamworth sale yards there, but afterwards I felt like asking the question, where's the beef? Like, where was the beef there, guys? Like, what was the thing that you're going to do differently than what Barnaby was doing in the Nationals Party? I mean, the Nationals Party are now committed to getting rid of this radical net zero agenda, which is pushing up the price of everything and costing our jobs. The Nationals Party with the Liberal Party are going to have our policy out soon to close our borders and make sure we don't have way too many people coming in, taking away housing from Australians. And so it would have been better, I think, for Barnaby to do that in the team. We've got a lot more numbers in Parliament. We're much closer to changing the government. But, as I say, he's thrown the toys out of the cot and done that. I'm not going to cry over it now. I'm just, as I say, more determined to fight for our country, get things fixed, which is my job.
So you're saying he's got sour grapes, but Barnaby does pose a real threat to you outside of the tent, outside of the team. A poll in 9 newspapers this morning showing 39% of coalition voters say they'd be more likely to vote for One Nation if Barnaby Joyce were the leader. Has David Littleproud dropped the ball letting him go?
Well, look, it's been very unfortunate that over the last 4 years we've now lost 4 members of our team to defections, and it is incumbent on the leadership to try and keep people together. So we've got to try and fix that. That can't keep happening, you know. I mean, to quote Oscar Wilde, like losing one might be misfortune, losing 2, 3 and 4 is more than that. So look, I hope we've got to get, as I say, we've got to step up to the plate now. We've got to unite as a team because the country needs a solution here, because we've got way too many things going wrong.
So are you saying David Littleproud has lost control of the team? I'm really worried where we're heading now with unemployment going up. Well, as I say, the leader's job is to keep the team together, and it hasn't happened the last few years. I think David's done an excellent job since the election in corralling both our party room and the Liberal Party room to a better position on energy, going against this radical net zero agenda. That's great. We've got to move together like that now, because we can't afford to keep losing people like this. M.Canavan, we appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for joining us.